Hey guys, welcome back to Sisters Scoop. We are here for another week of Marvel news, and this is a huge week. I can't take it from Taylor. I'll give it right over to her because I know she's so excited about this first one.
2 words, Pedro Pascal. Caitlin texted me today. We are recording this on Valentine's Day, and she texted me and she said, "Oh my God, this is real," with a screenshot of Marvel Studios' post announcing the Fantastic Four cast. So, of course, I'm going to name them all. We got Pedro as Reed Richards, which is possibly the best thing that has ever happened to my entire life, except for the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. I'm going to butcher his name, but he's great. He's from the Bear. Eben Moss Backrack as the Thing, and Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. Now, they haven't exactly said who's playing who, but I think we've all pretty much figured it out by now. So this is a big deal. And to top it all off, they announced that the movie is coming out in July of next year, and Thunderbolts is actually moving up to May. So we are going to have a big 2025. Katie and I are going to be eating well, and you guys better be with us because that coverage for those two movies is going to be next level.
Dude, I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure what I ended up being more excited about, whether it was the cast and the date or finding out Thunderbolts got moved up because that was so exciting. And for those of you who don't know, I am a May baby. So they initially were supposed to be the May release and they moved them. And so now they're being moved back up. I'm so happy about that. I'm like, yes. But yeah, I'll be honest, this first came out and I didn't even notice. I was sitting there and I was like, oh, Valentine's Day post from Marvel. And then I was like, weird that they chose the Fantastic Four of all people because it's Valentine's Day. Why would they choose? I get Reed and Sue, but I'm like, why the Fantastic Four? And then I just happened to look and we were tagged in it from somebody who we're friends with through the podcast. And I couldn't figure out why he tagged us in it either. And I just happened to look and I was like, holy crap, he looks a lot like Pedro Pascal. And I was like, looking and I was like, wait a second, these are people. These aren't just the comic book versions. And that's when I clicked on the whole thing and I initially liked it and went right past it. I'm not even gonna lie.
I could not figure out. I keep my do not disturb on all day when I'm working to stay focused, and I could not figure out why this girl kept blowing up my phone. And you know how you can do that thing where it's notify them anyway. And I was about to text her something nasty about when my phone's on do not disturb, it means do not disturb. And then I looked at the text and I was like, oh my God. And then I just I went through all of the stages of emotion where I kind of laughed. I think I may have shed a tear or two, or at least my eyes were watering. I danced a little bit. I just was so happy. I thought my face was gonna fall off from smiling so hard. So yeah, I'm so excited. I also, these actors are great. I've seen all of them except for Joseph Quinn because I'm that only person who's ever not seen Stranger Things, but I've seen all these other actors in other things, and I think they're all gonna do amazing in the role. And just knowing the kind of star power they're bringing into these roles is really, really exciting. And the only missing piece now is Dr. Doom.
No, I know. And I have to say, just to your little notify anyway, I literally, for any of those who follow me on my personal Twitter, I even tweeted, I was like, my sister is on D&D and has no clue that Fantastic Four, the cast just came out, and that Pedro Pascal is in the cast. I was like, she's just out here oblivious to this right now. The internet is freaking out. It was insane. To your point, though, we're still missing Doom. I'm still hoping... I'm always going to say this wrong because I say Killian, but it might be Cillian. Cillian Murphy, that is my perfect Doom. Loved him ever since he played the Scarecrow in the Dark Knight trilogy. I want him so bad, and knowing who they've now casted for the Fantastic Four, he would be so good with this cast, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think, knowing, I actually have never seen him in anything, and I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet.
You've seen the Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh, duh.
He's the Scarecrow.
Sorry.
Come on.
Anything where he's a huge major character, because I don't think the Scarecrow is the main villain in that movie, you know?
The first one, he is his most prominent part.
But it's not huge.
No, you need to go watch Peaky Blinders.
Or Oppenheimer. So either one.
Peaky Blinders is better.
Anyway, I think he definitely has the acting chops, just in a little bit of clips that I've seen him in. But like looks wise, for me, it's always been Justin Theroux. And I don't know that he can like carry the role from an acting perspective because I haven't seen him in a lot, but like I always picture him as Doctor Doom. That's like visually like my picture. So I wouldn't be upset if it was him, but I do think talent level wise and knowing that you're going with a Pedro, Vanessa, Eban, these are like major level actors who are winning awards and are in some of the best shows on television. So you're going to need somebody who can really stand with them and, hold their own.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I'm still gonna stand behind my guy over here. He's awesome. Truly, watch Peaky Blinders. To the listeners, watch Peaky Blinders if you haven't. He is so, so good. So I'm hoping he'll be Doom. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. But to your point, we got a date. That was also super exciting. I didn't think we were gonna get a date. And then on top of that, just because we're both coming from the Madam Web movie, how funny that Marvel said, we know you have a movie coming out today, Sony, but just in case, here's the Fantastic Forecast for everybody.
The news that we have been holding on and everybody's been waiting for. Boom. They also, and this segues perfectly into our second topic because we got to get moving. We are spending a lot of time on topic 1, but it's so exciting. But they're actually almost stepping on themselves considering what a fantastic day they had on Sunday, dropping the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, which has the highest views in the first day of any trailer ever. People are going nuts. And
oh, yeah.
I've seen it multiple times. It looks incredible. I think there's going to be so much opportunity with this film. The guy who plays Tom in Succession, being in the TVA, being a TVA agent, I forgot he was in it. I love him so much, and I'm so excited that he's going to be in this. I just think that movie is going to be absolutely fantastic, and I didn't realize how excited I was until I saw the trailer, and I was like, my brain's exploding. Thank you, Marvel.
No, I don't think I realized how excited I was either. Obviously, I think we both had this on the top of our list because it's the only actual Marvel film coming out this year. But I'll tell you, I think the smartest thing they did too, and I think they've learned over the years because they almost always drop a trailer during the Super Bowl. I mean, a couple years ago, it was the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I remember that, like wholeheartedly being in my dorm room on my roommate's laptop because she could log into her cable and watching that, and I was like, oh my god, like I was freaking out. But so I think they've gotten used to doing it, that I love how they did it because it forced us all to go watch the trailer instead of seeing it on TV. And I know, like, I pulled it up so quickly on my phone. Here's me and all my friends who are watching the Super Bowl, all trying to watch it on my little phone. But I liked how they did that because it did force everybody, like, okay, you get the ads and everybody's watching that, but now everybody had to go to YouTube to watch the full thing. And that was genius to me. But I'm so excited. I loved the cinematography of the trailer alone. I mean, you didn't even have to show us Hugh Jackman. The way they did it, the shadow, all of that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on.
Also, can we talk about the name? I mean, it went from being Deadpool 3 to Deadpool and Wolverine, which means Wolverine is not just a small part in this film. He is going to, I mean, he's got second billing. He's got part of the title. So, there's going to be a lot more Wolverine than I think even I was expecting because you never know when they have these big actors come back and reprise their roles so many times. They're only in for a couple minutes and it's kind of like a clickbaity thing to get us all to watch because we're so excited to watch he reprise his role. But no, this guy is like in the title, which means he's like in this movie. So that's another really exciting thing that I think they revealed, with all of this coming out.
Oh, for sure. And then, of course, we're sitting here and he's breaking more than the fourth wall. And we see that with the TVA and everything else. I mean, my guy's saluting Captain America out here. We are seeing it finally. I'm so excited for this movie. It's unhealthy. But we only have a minute left and we at least need to hit the last topic. So, T, go ahead.
Yes. So this one actually came out, I think, late last week. And Bob Iger, who is the CEO of Disney, has been talking about, the future of all of the companies under the Disney umbrella. And when he got to Marvel, he basically was like, yeah, so we're going to roll it back on the releases and we're going to really narrow in on characters and properties that we've already got, which means we're going to be getting a lot more sequels and a lot more just like continuation, I think, of characters that we've already have on our slate. This means two things to me, and I've been reading some articles who kind of said the same thing. One, it means we're not going to get as many new characters or maybe under the radar characters, which is a little bit disappointing. But on the plus side, we're probably going to get a little bit more continuity. I mean, it's been how many years since we first were introduced to the Eternals, and we have no freaking clue where those guys are. Maybe we'll get a sequel now. And same thing with Shang-Chi and some of those stories. It would be nice to continue some, characters' arcs that we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, and I know we're just about out of time here, but I just want to add in, I totally agree with you. I think we've almost done too much of the originals in phases 4 and 5 that I'm almost welcome to the news. I kind of am excited because I'm like, yeah, Eternals is a great example, but we have a lot of really cool characters that we've now been met with. And I'm okay with a new one in other properties here and there, just like we did in the first few phases. But I definitely am ready to kind of start revisiting ones like Shang-Chi. Hello, bring him back. Where is
Yes,
he?
please.
But we are over time. We ran over a little bit there, but no worries, guys. We've had some huge news this week. Make sure you guys are coming back next week for another episode of Sister Scoop.